hello. I'm back again with another review, and this is my review of a really highly anticipated movie called The Favorite. Now, which stars three really great actresses and Emma Stone, Rachel Weisz, and Olivia Coleman. And basically, what this movie is says it all in the title. The Favorite. You have two characters playing the favorite to one. And those characters are basically Rachel Weisz's character and Emma Stone's character, basically trying to play favorite to the queen, who's played amazingly by Olivia Coleman. And I don't know what to say about this movie because this movie is so wild and outlandish. Maybe that's okay, well, just forget what I just said. That it really just goes for it. That's the best way I can explain about this movie. And I had so much fun watching this movie. And you don't really have to take this movie seriously at all. Just like sit back and relax and just watch what happens in this movie because a lot of shit happened. And I had a whole smile on my face. I was very intrigued about Emma Stone playing a British character and with a British accent. It was actually pretty good. It wasn't like how Rachel McAdams' British accent was in Disobedience, where she sounded like she was sick the whole time and whispering most of the time with her British accent, and it wasn't really believable to me. But that's a whole nother topic for later. But man, this movie is just so good. I know I just said it a couple more times ago, but it's just really that good. But let me get into I thought this story was very clever and could have went south in a bad way so fast, but I like how it was very well put together, and I like how the story also made sense of to why a lot of things happening while trying to spoil the movie. And let me say that I really thought that Nicholas Hoult, who's also in this movie, I thought that he was really, really good. And this is probably my first time actually liking Nicholas Hoult in the movie. I thought a lot of previous movies he's done, he was pretty awful. But this movie, he's shining to me. And I hope that he gets a nomination for his performance. I thought it was that good. Really, really getting too excited talking about this movie. But look, it's really hard to talk about this movie without spoiling it. I think this is probably one of the hardest reviews I have to do because a lot of this stuff in the movie that I'm going to say could spoil it. So I'm trying my best. But if you have seen the trailer for this movie and thought this movie is just all over the place and wild, and you really intrigued to see it, please do see it and have a great time. That's the best way I could put about this movie, is that it's really not a story, but it's really, well, I'm sorry, but I do believe The Favorite is a very good movie. Indeed, it really is. Now, I've heard a lot of conversation about all three actresses who are going to be contending for award season, and I do believe all three of them should be nominated. Olivia Coleman, Emma Stone, and Rachel Weisz. They should all be nominated. Now, who fights for the best actress is a really tough choice because Rachel Weisz and Emma Stone are fucking amazing in this movie. And I do believe that either one, whoever gets nominated, rightfully so. But I do not think Olivia Coleman should not be nominated for Best Actress, but Best Supporting. I thought she handled herself very well in the film, but I also think that she really didn't do enough for me to be justified as the Best Actress. So I would kind of just slide her into the Best Supporting, and she really does a really good job. But man, it's hard. It's really hard to nominate these three women for their fine performances, but that's really much it, But man, I do think people should see this in the theater, where it's either going to be in the indie theaters or it's going to be main theaters. I think people should see this movie. This movie is hilarious. This movie is very, very clever on a lot of their jokes, and it's a lot of dick jokes and a lot of other stuff that's in this movie. But if you can get a little bit past that and all that stuff, it's a really enjoyable movie. And I hope that people see the same way I see about this movie. And for me, The Favorite is one of my favorite movies of this year. It's in my top 10, which I'm definitely going to do my top 10 list down the line. And That's pretty much it. I don't know if this really sounds like a review, but it's really hard to talk about this movie because it's a lot of anything I probably would say about this movie gives it away, and I really don't want to do that. But if you have seen this movie, let me know what you think, and let's talk about it. Hit me up on my Twitter at jmassftw, and also on the comments below of my YouTube channel, in the comments below. And without further ado, thank you for listening or watching this on YouTube or listening to this. That's really it. Thank you, and I'll see you guys in the next review. Bye bye.